feeling much better that this issue has been resolved. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, and guests. Today I'm going to talk about organ donations. Not the most pleasant subject, but something which needs to be addressed better sooner than later. Oh yeah, you thought you took care of all that at the DMV, but did you really? At your last visit to the DMV, they asked you a battery of questions about your ability to drive safely. They probably inquired about your medical history. They maybe reminded you to update your voter registration. And almost as an afterthought, finally, the question, the most imposing question, the most personal question, do you want to be an organ donor? Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, I just want to get out of here. Okay, sure, whatever. Well, I went to the Department of Transportation in Florida website. They claim to have over 8 million registrants on their waiting list as donors. I question that number. Is that real? Maybe I could do some more research. So I went to a couple of websites. The National Foundation for Transplants and the United Network of Organ Sharing. I gleaned a great deal of information about criteria, compatibility of organs and donors and recipients, restrictions, and really found out a lot of information. There are several matrices the user can use to see what processes medical personnel go through in making their decisions. And finally, I found a link, Donate a Life, a rather short, succinct form, which I filled out for myself and felt better having done so. Oh, forgot. I thought when I went to the DMV, I thought I said yes to all those questions about organ donors. I don't know if I did or not. My license doesn't say anything about that. Now, about several years ago, maybe 20 or 30, I signed on to the bone marrow registry. And then maybe 10 years ago, I was notified I was disqualified due to my age. There's no such restriction, no blanket restriction on age or medical condition when you sign up to be an organ donor. Of course, the decision-making process of living donors can be more deliberate and take longer. The donor and the recipient probably already know each other, or certainly will by the time the process is over. I personally, and maybe some of you, know a previous Toastmaster who is now living with a kidney donated by one of her family members. She is active and healthy, and he is too. The big unknown question concerns finances. The donor probably doesn't have much to risk in terms of cost. He's not going to get any compensation, he or she, and except for maybe temporary lodging or transportation, is not going to have a huge expense. The recipient, on the other hand, could have a significant expense not covered by insurance. The National Foundation for Transplants raises funds for this purpose and claims that 97% of their fundraising goes directly to the support and care of the organ recipient. So, what have we learned? We have learned that anybody, all of you, can make the decision to sign on to donate a life registry and be sure that you're on there as a potential donor. You need to discuss these issues with your family before making that decision. But once you make that decision, I think all of you will feel better for having done so. Mr. Toastmaster.